Hey y'all. Hello. Hello. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to go live on all my little platforms. Since when TikTok started counting down for lives. Hi, you guys. Come on in. Share the live as y'all come in. Hey, Queen.D. Mama Glenda. Hey, girl. Honey, I'm back home. Hold on. Let me brighten up these lights. Hold on, y'all. I need some bright lights because it's kind of dull in my studio. Ooh. Okay. Hey y'all, come on in. Hey Lydia. Hey Coco. What is it? Coco _love_mama. How are y'all? Hey Vivi. Hey Miss Melva. How are you, my love? Okay, let me see who's in here. Macintosh Mommy. How are you, friend? Toots, how are you? Lydia, Dr. C, how are you? Gingerbread 63, Alicia 1005, how are you, friend? Ivy Vega, hey, 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 friend. Oh, you're down 15 in 6 weeks, friend. What dose are you on? Y'all share the live as y'all come in. Hey, Elle, how are you? Chris and the Littles, how are you, friend? Happy Sunday to you, my love. Who said, hey, honey? Queen.dd, hey, friend, how are you? You're on your second month of semaglutide, and what dose, friend? How many milligrams are you on? Jan Avant Ransom, how are you, my love? It's good to hear that you're okay, Vivi. Hi, Rosebud, how are you? Okay, since we have 123 people, y'all jumped on really fast this time. 1 milligram, that is amazing. I'm so glad you're doing really well on semaglutide, friend. Stay right there. Don't you move because your body is responding well to it. I'm so happy to hear that. 6 weeks in, friend, you are doing very well. Everybody that's new in the chat, my name is KEASHA Dixon. I am a registered nurse by trade, you guys. I have been sharing my weight loss journey for almost 2 years now. I started my journey September 16th, 2022, and I started on GLP-1 medications. I started on MOUNJARO, but I am now on Tirzepatide, which is compounded through a company called Amble. Amble is a telehealth company that provides compounded versions of Ozempic, MOUNJARO, and ZEPBOUND. It is a convenient service. It is cost effective because there is no physician fee, there is no subscription fees, and there is no shipping fees, you guys. If you are interested, the link is up here in my bio. You click on my picture, my profile will come up, and it is the first link when you go in. Now, I am 74 pounds down on my journey, you guys. My weight loss was slow initially. I'm not a diabetic, I'm a non-diabetic patient, but I was able to start my journey on these MEDs because back then Eli Lilly was giving out a coupon to everybody so that we would try the medication. And now with all the clinical studies that is going on, we all know that these MEDs help to cure fatty liver disease. We know that it helps to correct PCOS. A lot of us are dealing with PCOS. A lot of us are dealing with infertility secondary to PCOS. A lot of us are dealing with cardiovascular disease, uncontrolled diabetes. There are a lot of pre-diabetic patients that have benefited tremendously from these MEDs. A lot of patients who started out with high A1Cs are now like undetectable when it comes to diabetes. And I mean, like their A1C levels have gone from something like 13, from 10 to 11s, 13s, all the way down to 5, 6, and 7s, y'all. And that is absolutely amazing. I want to say hello to everybody on YouTube. Thank you for joining me tonight. Everybody on Instagram, thank you for joining me. And of course, you guys on TikTok. I love you guys and welcome in. So I always like to start the chat by saying, if you are interested in GLP-1 medications, you guys listen. The world wants to believe that we are taking these MEDs for weight loss. The world wants to believe it. I don't know why they are so stuck on that. I think because so many people are successful with pounds down, that is what the world is like. It's like a trend. Can y'all hear me okay? On TikTok, can y'all hear me okay? It's like the world wants to believe that's the reason why we're here, but they forget the fact that when it comes to, okay, good, y'all can hear me. When it comes to GLP-1 medications, the reason that we are taking these MBDs is not just for the pounds down. They want to believe that so bad. Oh my God, y'all. People want to believe that. Hold on, I got to get this camera out of my YouTube camera. Okay. They want to believe so bad that we are taking these MEDs just because we want to have pounds down. Never mind the fact that some of us are living with cardiovascular disease. Never mind some of the fact that some of us are living with fatty livers, and some of us are living with sleep apnea. Some of us have migraines, all kind of inflammatory issues, and not to mention. And I'm so glad you said this, Krista, on YouTube. She said, my inflammation and pain is going with these. I have, she has MD, and she has MD, and she says she's finally pain free. So that's another thing. A lot of patients are taking these MEDs because it helps with the inflammatory process. So even if you go on these MEDs and you don't have any comorbidities like cardiovascular disease, diabetes, and things of that nature, if you have been living in a state of obesity, if your body has been struggling with obesity, your body is suffering some kind of way. Some kind of way. You're either retaining fluid, your joints hurt, your bones hurt. Some of us have things like high cholesterol. Obesity attacks you some kind of way, and if it haven't attacked you yet because of your youth, keep living. So when you guys are experiencing people who try to offset you by saying things like, why are you taking diabetic medications, y'all just gather them real quickly, give them the information that they need and just send them on their way and let them do what they want to do with the information. But you keep doing what you have to do for you. Okay. Let me, I want to acknowledge a couple people. Hey, Teresa, I see you, friend. Missy Lane, thank you for the follow. Vaughn, hey, my love. Thank you for coming in to for me. Happy Pickles Renee said, what is your opinion on research peptides? Friend, I haven't done a lot of reading with the with evidence-based practice on that, so I don't want to give an opinion. I don't really like to give my opinion on things that I don't know about because I don't like to be biased, and I don't like to speculate. So let me make myself a note to. Oh girl, I don't even have a pen. Hold on, y'all. Let me screenshot this. Hold on, friend. Let me make myself a screenshot of peptides, and I'll get back with you on that. Okay. Hey, Nurse Nikki, how are you? Hi, Yolanda. How are you? Let's see. So, friend, I promise you I'm going to get back with you on that. Okay. I appreciate the question. Serenity says, love the sweater. So you guys know I just got back from Atlanta, and I'm going to talk to y'all about that as well. I had so much fun out there. I just want to make sure I don't have any immediate questions in the chat. I think it's just everyone saying hello. Madi is asking, how can I get them, Madi? All you have to do, friend, if you want to go through Amble, which is a telehealth service that I am partnered with, just click on my picture up here, friend. My profile is going to come up with my website. Click into the website is the first link in. All the price points and everything are there, but you don't have to worry about a physician fee. You don't have to worry about subscribing to anything, and you don't have to worry about shipping. And also, for anyone who is confused about what type of pharmacies we use, we do use 503A pharmacies. So your pharmacist is going to be a pharmacist that makes medication specific to you. It's not batch. It's not a batch that they're making. It's a limited amount from your prescription from your clinician. Okay, so we do use 503A pharmacies. Okay, so just keep that in mind. And then there were some other things I wanted to address with Amble. Can you adopt my family? My daughter Jennifer suffers from lack of oxygen due to white phosphorus. What that mean, friend? I think this is a serious inquiry. Allie Mae, can you please DM me, friend, and I will try to help you out as much as I can. DM me, friend, because I won't remember in my life. I will not remember, friend. Hey, Nikita, Lehman, how are you, my love? Welcome in. And Vivi on YouTube says that my back doesn't give out on me anymore when I walk. So that's amazing. Vivi, how many pounds are you down now, friend? Christy, the little one, says running over to YouTube to watch you so I don't lose you. Okay, friend. Come on in. I didn't know I had inflammation until I started taking Tirzepatide. I felt it and I felt so good. I can move. So Miss Best the realtor, isn't that amazing? And you know, a lot of people who are overweight, a lot of people who suffer from obesity, because obesity is a disease. You don't realize that you have inflammation, and you don't realize it's almost like when you're obese and you are constantly on a day-to-day basis living in pain. You don't really know what it feels like to not have pain. You don't know what it feels like until you don't have it. And then when you don't have it, that's when the aha moment is like, is this real? Is this how people really live in their life pain free like this for real? Trust me, I had that same awakening. I had that same awakening. And you guys, Vivi is down 76.8 pounds. Vivi, congratulations, friend. I am so proud of you. I'm so proud of you, my love. I'm so proud of you. Hey, Carrie, how are you? You guys, one of my gems is in the building. Everybody say hello to Carrie Stewart on TikTok. Welcome in, my love. How are you doing? Hi, Jessica. How are you? Jessica is asking, is the compound Tirzepatide just as good as MJ? So Jessica, MOUNJARO, let me tell you what the difference is, friend. When you take compounded Tirzepatide, you are taking the active ingredient in MOUNJARO. MOUNJARO active ingredient is Tirzepatide, okay? And the active ingredient in Tirzepatide is just mixed with sterile water. So you're taking an active ingredient and they're mixing it with an inactive ingredient to make the medication for you. So they'll take your active ingredient, which is Tirzepatide, and mix it with either sterile water, vitamin B6, vitamin B12, something like that, combine it together, and then they ship it out to you. It is the exact same thing. The only difference between the two is with compounded medications, they are made by a pharmacist, one person in a pharmacy that has a climate controlled and a bacteria free controlled environment. And then when you get like a MOUNJARO, it's made from a batch, because there's a lot of patients that need to be served. Okay, so that is the only difference, my friend. Okay, hold on, y'all. I'm still trying to get my cameras together. That's the only difference. And then, of course, the price point. If you pay out of pocket for MOUNJARO, if you don't have insurance, your price point is going to be $1,000 to $1,300 a month. However, if you decide to use telehealth like Amble, there are others, but I represent Amble. Amble has no shipping, no physician fees, no subscriptions, and you're only going to ever pay for your medicine. The link is up here in my bio, friend. So it's no pressure. Just do what you have to do for you, friend. Do you need to subscribe? No, friend. You do not need a subscription at all. So I got your question. I see you on YouTube and I see you on TikTok, Jess. I just answered it. Okay. A question or comment from YouTube. This is MD40 on Medicare. So was paying full price for ZEPBOUND 1K to $1,200 per month at Walgreens. She says the shortages led her to Amble. She's now only paying $299 per month. Thank you, Keisha, for the information. You're welcome, Queen. You are welcome. And that is what we are here for. A lot of people are having issues with their insurance companies. A lot of people have issues with their prior authorizations, getting approved, getting denials. And then a lot of people are being met with a shortage, which is what's going on with my family. We do have PA approvals. We do have insurance coverage. However, we're not able to get it sometimes because of the shortage. So when I was affected by it, I went to TikTok because that's where my community is. And I asked everyone who they were using. A lot of people led me to Amble. I became a patient of Amble, and then the owner reached out to me to become a partner. That's how that happened. But I was a patient of Amble's first. Let's be clear. Okay. Danielle, Fit to Fab at 50 is saying hello to everyone. Who else? Yvonne is here. She says hello to everyone. Yolanda wants you guys to know that she's down 51 pounds. She says she has fibromyalgia, which is very painful, you guys. And she says, I don't hurt as much anymore. So fibromyalgia is just like, it's like a joint pain. It's just like pain all over your body. It happens for no apparent reasons. There's nothing that triggers it. It's just patients live just in constant states of pain, inflammation all the time. And she's saying that her medications have been helping her. So I'm so happy to hear that. Diane, small town KY girl, says since losing weight, she says she's basically pain free, and she says she used to suffer a lot. Same thing, Diane. I have rheumatoid arthritis. There are some clinical studies going on right now for autoimmune diseases to see how these medications help, because they have been helping. And when I tell you, I can remember in the last 2 years, I can remember every single time I had a flare. It may have been 2 or 3 times, whereas when I was not on these MEDs, I would be in constant pain, but I just would control it. I would have to control it with pain medicines, and I don't have to do that anymore. I don't have to do that anymore. You're welcome, my love. You're welcome. So thank you for sharing that. Thank you for sharing that with us. Y'all, Madi 1968 is saying hello to everyone. Anybody that's new in the chat, if you are not following me, please take a moment to stop what we're doing and click on my profile, my picture up here, and follow me, you guys, so that you guys can stay connected. And if you are not following me on YouTube or Instagram, make sure you guys are following me there, because I do a lot of teaching on YouTube that I cannot do on I do a lot of teaching on YouTube that I can't do on TikTok because of guidelines. But if you come over to YouTube, I have more detailed stuff there. Jessica is asking, she says, my MJ coupon is expiring soon, so I will be switching to Amble, and we will be here. But you know what, Jess? When your coupon switches, you know you possibly can download another one, friend. Okay? So just keep that in mind as well. Because when my coupon expires, I'm definitely going to try to get me another coupon. Let's be clear. You know, I always tell you guys the priority is to use your insurance. If you can use your insurance first. And then if it's not covered, then try to do a prior authorization. And then you can do compounded versions of these MEDs if all else fails. Okay. So let's not get it twisted. I am still stockpiling my boxes when my pharmacist calls to let me know that my MEDs are ready. I go and pick them up. But meantime, in between time, Amble is taking care of me. Okay. So we all know that we have no idea when these shortages are going to be resolved. Eli Lilly have a long way to go. Novo Nordisk have a long way to go. So it's just to give you guys options, and options that is cost effective, where you're getting great customer service and where you're also not having to pay all of those additional overages. And then I also want to say to anyone who receives care plans from, y'all, I call them care plans. Anyone who received care plans from any pharmacy out of Oklahoma or out of Texas, you guys, if your MEDs are late, it's because we had a tornado here, and the power lines were down. And I'm not talking about the lights went off. No, they were down. Like, they were all down on the ground, y'all. Like, thousands of people, thousands of businesses people have been displaced from their homes. And businesses have been shut down because they do not have power. We're just starting to get it together over here. So if your MEDs are late, y'all, please do not take it personally. It's nothing that we can do to control natural disasters. I promise you, they are trying to get you guys what y'all need as fast as they possibly can. Okay. So y'all just keep that in mind. And if you do have a shipment that is delayed because it's coming out of Texas or Oklahoma, anywhere over here, just put it in the patient portal and they will respond to you in the order that they receive your questions. And just wait for them to respond, y'all. If you put yourself in the queue again, you got to put yourself at the end of the line, because it goes by the order it was received by emails. Because once you put yourself in there, just sit in there and wait for them to respond. Because if you send another message, it's going to put you at the end, and then you're going to think that they're not wanting to respond to you. But the reality is that you keep putting yourself at the back of the line. Okay. Angela Hopkins on YouTube is saying, I was on ZEP, but the shortages got me too. Went to Amble, and I'm going to stick with them for the time being. Thanks for the information. You're welcome, friend. And I hope you're having a good experience, my love. I'm on WEGOVY and set for the next 2 months. I'm excited. No hunger, y'all. That's Wendy from YouTube. Yay, Wendy. I'm so excited. Listen, I just love reports like this. And listen, I do appreciate when y'all come on and y'all put positivity in the chat, because there are a lot of people who feel like their pounds down is going really slow. They feel like their bodies aren't responding. They don't really understand how the MEDs work. And so it's our responsibility, especially if we're having good experiences, to come on, if you feel brave enough, to share with everybody so that they can see that what happens for you is going to eventually happen for them. Robbie says, Keisha, how did Amble meetup go this weekend? It was so much fun. It was so much fun. When I tell you that the dinner was amazing. The owners of Amble gave a dinner for everyone that works for Amble. And so it was, it just felt family oriented. It felt like I was having dinner with my family, and just meeting the owners face to face and really hearing them speak about their everything that they talked about went back to the patient. A lot of times I have been in a lot of meetings when people are wanting to push products, they want to push agendas, they want to push ideas, but the whole time the conversation key points was about y'all. So when I tell y'all, you guys are in good hands. And when I left there feeling proud, I left there feeling like, okay, I'm doing the right thing. I'm sending people in the right direction. This company is really a good fit for my family, for my friends, for all the people that I love that are in my following. Y'all, I feel so good. I feel so much better about what I'm doing. I mean, I already felt good, but it just sealed the deal for me. Okay. So if you guys are a client of Amble, trust me, you guys are in the right hands. Okay. My prescription covered it. Thanks to your information and your videos. Thank you so much. You're welcome, friend. You're welcome. You guys, Vivi is announcing on YouTube that she has 27 pounds to go before she meets her 100 pounds down mark. I am so excited for you, Vivi. Vivi, and you guys, if you guys are not following Vivi on TikTok or on YouTube, make sure you guys are following her, because she is the realest it's gonna get. I really love Vivi, and I miss seeing you. I don't know if you haven't been posting, or if I'm just not, or if it's just not profiling to me. But I used to love when you would come on and you would share your story, and everything you would say would be so relatable, and you would come from a real place. So I miss seeing I really do miss seeing your videos. I do. I don't know if you're trying to transition over to YouTube, but I miss you, girlfriend. I miss you over here on TikTok, my love. Yes, my MEDs on MJ has calmed my pain. That's Miss Betty, y'all. Nurse Rock is saying hello to you guys. Deb says, I have fibromyalgia also, and I'm noticing pain and exhaustion has decreased noticeably too. And it's because fibromyalgia is one of those inflammatory processes that they don't really know what triggers it. They don't really know where it comes from. And Miss Deb, if you know, or whoever, someone else, the messages are going. If you guys know the origin of fibromyalgia, can you put it in the chat so I can do some reading on it, because my mom has that as well, and from what I read, they don't know where it comes from, and they don't know why people have this, and then there also is no diagnostic that they can use to treat it either. Hey, Delante. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Y'all, everybody say happy birthday to Delante in the chat. Her birthday was yesterday. Oh, and look what I got, y'all. I won a peach Stanley, and it's engraved. Y'all, it's actually engraved with the Amble logo. Isn't that cute? Hey, Darian. Y'all, my friend has made it onto the live. Vivi, do you see your message from Darian? He says, congrats, Vivi. You're doing great, and you're going to be at that 100 down soon. Please keep posting and keep us updated. Yes. KK Cole says, hey, Keisha, you were just beautiful in that white suit and those kitten shoes. Girl, wasn't it cute? Thank you, friend. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, friend. And where were you? Did you come? I mean, why didn't you come? Listen, let me tell y'all something. Anytime Amble announces that they are having an event, that is the event that y'all want to be at. When I tell y'all the drinks were unlimited, there was food there, and I mean good food. They gave prizes. Y'all, they gave out compound. They gave out what do you do when you get Botoxes? They gave t-shirts to everybody. They gave a little grab bag. It had like a little t-shirt. They had about 50 of these. They were peach, cream, and orange. The color of Amble's logos and their company logo colors is peach, tangerine, and green, emerald green. So they raffled off the Stanleys, but I think everybody got a t-shirt, everybody got a grab bag, everybody got free drinks and free food. And when I tell y'all, it was amazing. Y'all, Dr. Contessa was there. Hold on, because I'm late in all of my little comments. I think everybody's saying happy birthday to Delante. Thank y'all for celebrating my friend, y'all. She says, thank y'all so much. She's representing the 52-year-olds. Okay, she says hashtag Gen X. Let's go. You ain't no 52. It's taken 6 days for my package to arrive from the time they shipped it. Yay, friend. Now, you know the window is 7 to 10 business days. So you're doing great. But anyway, like I was saying, if you guys get the opportunity to travel to an Amble event, they give away so much stuff, y'all. Them people left there with all kind of stuff. I was shook, and everybody looked good. Everybody was vibing. Everybody was taking pictures. The presentations were amazing. Did I say Dr. Contessa was there? Dr. Contessa was there. Her and her husband. She brought her little girl. Y'all, it was fun. So David Scott on YouTube is asking, what do you take for digestion or discomfort? And it is funny that you asked me that, David, because that's one of the things that I have been suffering with this past week. And what I've been doing, friend, I've been making sure that my probiotic is up. I take the chewable Tums, but most importantly, I got a prescription for Bentyl. Bentyl, David, is a lifesaver. Bentyl and Zofran together is a lifesaver, friend. I promise you. Let me type it out in the chat because I want to make sure y'all don't miss this one. If you guys are having any gastrointestinal discomfort, and it is like significant, because we all know that we're going to have some discomfort, but if it is significant, ask your clinicians to call you in a script for Bentyl. You don't have to go into the office for it. You can just have them call it in for you. When I tell you, it is a lifesaver. It's an amazing medication. Benzel is the only reason why I was able to make this trip to Atlanta. I was suffering so bad Thursday night. I didn't even think that I was gonna be able to go. We was waiting it out, seeing how I felt that morning. I was up at 2 a.m. y'all, in the bathroom, sick as a dog. But I took my Benzel because I forgot I had it. I took my Benzel. Thank you, V. I took my Benzel at 2 a.m. when I had that last vomiting episode. And when I woke up that morning, it was like I never even had anything. Oh, David is also saying oyster mushroom powder in hot water works great as well, y'all. So for digestion and for discomfort, let me pin it. David says that mushroom powder, oyster mushroom powder in hot water works great. Thank you for that, David. I appreciate it. I want to type it in the chat on TikTok, friend. Give me 1 second. Let me see, how do I do that? Because I don't be typing while I'm talking. I don't know how to do it. David said oyster mushroom powder in hot water works great for digestion and discomfort, y'all. Oyster mushroom powder. Okay, y'all got it? 1 tablespoon, he says. Y'all got it? Because if you guys don't experience one thing, you are going to experience some gastrointestinal discomfort. The main reason why that happens, you guys, is because these MEDs delay your gastric emptying, right? So you're going to have something that's going to be off. You're either going to have some type of gastrointestinal discomfort. You're going to have nausea, possibly. You can possibly get constipated. You can possibly have diarrheal episodes. And you guys, I told you guys, if you guys start to have diarrheal episodes, try to thug it out. Like, try to let your body do what it's going to do, because sometimes your body response to GLP-1s is to detox itself. So let your body attempt to detox itself. Now, if you feel like, now you know when you're having like a diarrheal episode, and when it is, no, it's something more than that. If you feel like it's something more than that, then you go ahead and treat with Imodium or Lomotil, something like that. But only take 1 dose, because you don't want to constipate yourself. If you want to treat yourself with diarrhea, only take 1 dose, okay? Because you don't want it to be reversed. Okay, I want to put Benzel back up on YouTube. And again, thank you, Vaughn, for putting this in the chat on YouTube. You guys, if you're not familiar with what Benzel is an antispasmodic drug used to treat intestinal spasms and cramping in people who has irritable bowel syndrome and other functional bowel disorders. That's what Benzel is for. So really, if you are on a GLP-1 medication, all you have to do is call your doctor and tell them that you need it. Even if y'all know y'all can call y'all doctors on Saturdays and Sundays. There's going to be someone on call, and they can just call that medicine in for you. It takes nothing for them to do that. So do not sit at home suffering. You don't have to sit at home and suffer. Okay. If there's anybody new in the chat, the links for Amble, if you click on my picture up here, my profile is going to come up, and it is the first link into my website. Okay. Amble is a telehealth company that helps you to get your compounded versions of Ozempic, all of the things, MJ, ZEPBOUND, all of the things, but it's the compounded versions. You will be assigned a obesity trained specialist, a dedicated clinicians. We use our own pharmacists. Again, we use 503A pharmacies. And what that means is that the pharmacist is only going to be making your MEDs. It does not come from a batched unit. It comes specifically from your prescription. There's only a limited amount of this medication that they can make specific to your prescription. So when you guys go into your patient portal and you start talking with your clinicians, y'all keep in mind, if there's anything that you want to add to your script, make sure y'all tell them in the conversation. Because if you do not say, like, first of all, if you don't have an allergy, if you have no known allergies, if you are assigned a compounded pharmacy that just they already make their compounded medications and they mix it with B6 or B12 and you don't want that, if you don't have an allergy, that's how they're going to send it to you. Not everybody is going to mix their Tirzepatide or Semaglutide with sterile water. Some pharmacists want to use B6 and they want to use B12 because they feel that it helps you guys with side effects. So if you don't want that, make sure you tell that to the clinician while you are in your consultation. Okay. And then also, if you want them to send you Zofran, make sure you tell them that as well. I've had it for years now. What have y'all had for years? Yeezy says, I'm not a diabetic or pre-diabetic. Let me go back, friend. Hold on, friend. Hold on, my love. Olga, thank you for the follow, friend. And Sarah, thank you for sending me the hearts. And thank you for sending me the roses, you guys. I appreciate that. K-Rhonda, did you send a note in your patient profile? And also DM me, friend. DM me your I'm assuming that it's K-Rhonda McIntyre, but what your website is on the in your patient portal so that I can screenshot that and send it to them. I'm interested in getting semaglutide. So what are some of the side effects? So what are some of the side effects that has to do with delayed gastric emptying? So that's what the medication actually does. It delays your gastric emptying so that you can feel full fast and so that you can feel full for a long period of time. So what are some side effects that can happen? You can get constipated, friend, because of the slowing down of your GI tract. You can have sulfur burps. Sulfur burps are created from slowing down of gastric emptying. And when your gastric emptying is slowed down, the foods that you eat sit on your belly for a longer period of time. Bad bacteria grows on that, which is why I educate you guys on pre and probiotics. Pre and probiotics are healthy bacteria. Probiotics is the actual healthy bacteria. Prebiotics stimulates the production of good bacteria. So I take this Ollie brand to make sure I am covered. So that way, when you know that bad bacteria is building because your GI is slowed down, you're also helping to offset that because you're introducing good bacteria into your gut. Okay. So that will help you. It helps with digestion. Another thing that can happen, friend, is you can have diarrhea, like I was talking about earlier. Your body's natural response to GI, some people's body's natural response to GLP-1 medication is to detox itself. So if you have like a couple diarrhea episodes, let your body do what it's gonna do, friend. Okay. But if it feels like it's starting to get harmful for you, then take some Imodium or some Lomotil. I get my compound from Revive Pharmacy. Is it mixed with B12 or B6? Revive is going to mix yours with sterile water, friend, unless you request that you want it in B12 or B6. Nina, I can't see the rest of your. Oh, I see it. Or do I need to request it? Yes, baby. Request it, friend. Request it, my love. Okay, so thank you, Yolanda, for confirming for me that there's no origin for fibromyalgia. You just start hurting. Oh, you're saying you just started hurting one day and then it was all over your body, right? So Yessie, what are you asking me, friend? I'm not diabetic or pre-diabetic. Are you asking me if you're a candidate for these MEDs? You absolutely are. If you have an elevated BMI, if you have any comorbidity that associates with obesity, you're definitely a candidate. I would recommend you try to go through your insurance company first, friend, to see whether or not they cover it. Anyone who has any denied PAs, I would recommend you guys to go back and check your formularies now. A lot of formularies have updated, but just keep in mind, some are good updates and some are not. But check y'all's, okay? But back to my friend who was asking me about the side effects. Another really bad side effect that can happen, friend, is dehydration headaches. A lot of patients will throw themselves into dehydration because not only will it decrease your appetite, friend, it will also decrease your thirst sensors. So you have to keep your mind set on staying hydrated all the time, because you will get a dehydration headache. And for anyone who ever experiences a headache while you are on GLP-1 medications, you're not experiencing a true migraine. It's a dehydration headache. So do not take Excedrin or any type of headache medicine. It will make it worse. All you have to do is drink some fluids and take some electrolytes, okay? And you will be fine, I promise you. Let's see. No side effects. I have appetite suppression, 6 months, only 15 down. I'm at 12.5, second week. Okay, you want suggestions on what you can do. So Yessie is pretty much, she's saying that she does have appetite suppression on her MED. She says that it's been 6 months. She's only been down 15. She's only down 15. She's already up to 12.5, and she's asking for any suggestions. So one thing I love to suggest, friend, is to try to do intermittent fasting. If you can do 16 and 8, that will allow your gut the opportunity to rest itself, and then your metabolism can focus on your metabolism will bulk up and focus on other things. And one of the things is it does help with weight loss. Another thing is, friend, sometimes some patients have to supplement their GLP-1s. There are a lot of things that you can take to supplement. If you feel like you're doing everything that you can and your body is just slow to respond. I know when I first started, I did have to supplement. I supplemented with phentermine. Now, I would not suggest that to you all, because there are so many other good things that you can supplement with, like Topamax or Contrave, to help assist you. And then the last resort, I would say, would be phentermine. But I have done that. I've taken a half a tablet of phentermine, especially when I'm fasting, to get me through my 16-hour fast. I don't have to do it now because I've trained myself to be able to sustain myself through my fast. But when I first started fasting, it was very hard for me to get through 16 hours without relying on a half a tablet of phentermine, is what I did. So you may want to do that. So that's what I would suggest to you. So Evie on YouTube is asking, she says, after placing an order for the first time, what's the next step? Should I expect a call from a clinician, or will they just ship it to me? So friend, they are going to email you. They're gonna respond to you in your patient portal. So make sure you're attentive to your patient portal. Make sure you're attentive to your email. They're going to talk to you about your medical history. That is the time you want to tell them everything that you want them to know. That is the time that you want to tell them if you expect to have B12, B6 in your MEDs, or if you just want sterile water, if you want Zofran, all of the things you tell them. That's your doctor. Tell him everything, her, whatever it is that you want them to know, okay? Because whatever you leave out, if there's a decision that they need to make, they're going to make that decision based upon the conversation that they had with you. They're going to make the decision based upon your medical history and your med list that you presented to them. Okay. So make sure you get everything out. Okay. So that's what you're going to do, friend. You're just going to pay attention to your patient portal. They're going to contact you, send you a message through your patient portal. Okay. Darium says, can you talk about continuous glucose monitoring, and when should someone with diabetes or obesity request from their PCP? So Darium, when it comes to CGMs, y'all, those are the little devices that diabetics wear on the back of their arms, or they'll wear it on their thighs, or they can wear it on their bellies. It's a little, it looks like this almost, but it's a lot smaller. It's a little dot like this. And it has a needle in it, and they will puncture the skin, and it sits on the back of the skin like this, you guys. And so there's an app that patients download to their phones, and it tracks their blood sugars 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It also tracks their A1C levels. It tracks your trends, and your doctors can upload that to their system at the doctor's office and attach it to your patient profile. So now I personally think every patient that is diabetic should have that. Especially if you're taking diabetic medications that specifically lower your blood sugars. Now, we all know that GLP-1 is a hormone, so it is not going to lower your blood sugar. But if you're taking something like a metformin, glyceride, insulin, all of those things lower your blood sugars. If your blood sugar drops on a GLP-1, it's because you're not eating enough carbs, because it does not drop your blood sugar, but it will decrease your appetite. It will slow down gastric emptying. So you have to stay on top of it. You have to stay on top of your carbs and things of that nature. Okay. Lynette is saying, hi friend, it takes me a long time. Oh damn, it went away. Can y'all repin Lynette's comment? As soon as I started to read it, it came down. Is that what you were looking for? Oh, and Darian, for the second question, you asked when should they request it from their clinicians at your next doctor's appointment. If you don't have it, tell them that you need it, friend. So Lynette says, hi friend, it takes me a long time to drop weight. She's on Oz. It's been 11 weeks, and she says she had a sleeve 4 years ago. So Lynette, you may be a patient that has to take GLP-1 and also have a supplement. And listen, do not feel bad if your clinician has to supplement your GLP-1. This is very common, y'all. It is very common for you to take a GLP-1 and take something like a Topamax, something like a Contrave, or I hate that I have to keep saying phentermine, but phentermine, it does actually cut your appetite, but you got to be very careful with it because it does cause arrhythmias. So most doctors don't like to prescribe it, especially to cardiovascular patients. Thank you guys for anybody who shared my live. I appreciate you guys. Anyone in the chat that is new, I want you guys to keep in mind, I am a partner of Amble Health. Amble Health is a telehealth company that helps you guys to get your compounded semaglutide or tirzepatide. It is a very cost-effective program, you guys. There is no shipping. There's no subscription fees. There's no physician fees, you guys. All of that is in your price, is in the price of your medications. I want you guys to know that Amble is a growing company, you guys. They are big on customer service, you guys. So if you have a family member that you guys know is having issues with their insurance, who's having issues with prior authorizations, who's having issues with shortages, please send them my way. Send my link to them because we are waiting to help you guys. We do use 503A pharmacies, you guys. Anyone who lives in the or gets your MEDs from the Texas and Oklahoma areas, you guys, give the pharmacies some grace because we are rebuilding, because we were affected by a tornado. So give a little bit of grace. If you have any questions or concerns, you guys, put it in the patient portal, and y'all, wait for them to respond to you guys. I promise you, they are going to respond. Do not spam the patient portal because you will continuously put yourself at the back of the line, and it will come off as if no one wants to talk to you. But the reality is you keep putting yourself at the back of the line. So just give a little bit of grace, you guys, and I promise you we are going to get to all of you guys. The patient portal was just updated, you guys. It already was a user-friendly portal, but it's better. It's more better, okay? I appreciate everybody that's in the live being very positive. And thank you, V, for pinning Amble's information for me. I appreciate that, friend. Anybody who have any personal questions that you guys want to ask me, y'all, there is a such thing as HIPAA. There's only so much that I can discuss with you guys when it comes to your medical records. So if you have any questions for your clinicians, please direct your questions for the clinicians to your clinician. Okay, I promise you guys they are going to respond to you guys. Okay. Melania Boss Lady is asking, what should I do to minimize loose skin? So, realistically, friend, what I would recommend is try to lose weight slow. I know a lot of us want to get to the finish line so fast. But give your body the opportunity to do what it's going to do naturally using these MEDs. You know, healthy weight loss is 0.5 to 2.2 pounds per week. So if you are trending there, friend, I promise you, you are good. Another thing that you can do, friend, is to make sure you're doing collagen peptides. Make sure that you're taking care of your skin by staying hydrated. Make sure you condition your skin well. And you know, for most of us, if you have a lot of weight to lose, a lot of us cannot prevent loose skin, but you can help your skin look the most vibrant and the most resilient it possibly can look by doing those things. Make sure that you're going slow. Make sure that you're doing strength training so that you can build muscle while you are losing weight. You know, when you lose fat, you also lose muscle. So you want to do strength training. And when I say strength training, y'all, I don't mean that you guys have to go to the gym and be bodybuilders. No, that is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about doing high reps with low weights. That's what strength training is, you guys. You don't have to go in there acting like y'all doing the most. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying high reps, low weights. Okay? So hydrating, collagen peptides, go slow, friend. Okay? And then strength training. That's my recommendation. And stay hydrated. You got it? What is the purpose of magnesium glycinate? Any recommendations of collagen that you reference? So this is the one that I'm using. Magnesium helps with, magnesium helps you guys stool. Like it'll help you have healthy bowel movements. It helps your muscles. This is the collagen peptide that I use. It helps you rest. I use the Orgain. I got mine from Walmart. It runs like $20. And y'all know there are a lot of companies that do collagen peptides. So this one was the most cost effective for me. Okay. Nikki Blake says, I joined Amble because of you. Thank you. You're welcome, friend. Nikki, share, honey. Share. Don't be selfish, Nikki. Thank you, friend. And how is your journey going, Nikki? How is your journey going? Thank you so much. Darium says, you're the best. I knew you would know the answer. I'm going to ask for sure. So Darium, that leads me to believe that you do not have your CGM monitor yet. I need you to get it, friend. V, thank you so much for putting Amble's information in the chat on YouTube. You guys, if you are tuning in from YouTube, the links for Amble are always going to be in the description of the videos, okay? Lil Bit says, Dr. Contessa looks amazing at the event. Did she look amazing? She was beautiful. Y'all know she does weightlifting. She does lightweight weightlifting, like she competes. Did y'all know that? She did. She looked amazing and so friendly, super friendly. And there's another person in the chat asking about magnesium. Charlotte, if you want to know if magnesium is a good fit for you, y'all, that is a clinician question. Make sure y'all are asking y'all clinicians. I can educate you all day long about the medicines, but adding it to your regimen is for you and your clinician to decide. Okay? Y'all got it? So ask your clinician, friend, because your magnesium, you might be okay. Y'all, y'all get labs done. Y'all should be getting y'all labs done annually with y'all clinicians when y'all do y'all's checkup. If your lab levels look okay, you don't have to be doing the most. Y'all don't have to do the most. But if you have a question like that, direct it to your clinician, because they're ultimately going to be the ones that tell you what it is that you should or should not be doing when it comes to your program. Okay. So happy you're a nurse helping us from a distance. I love this. Thank you so much, Lynette. I appreciate that, friend. I appreciate that. Tamia is saying hello. Hi, friend. Divanette. How are you, friend? Somebody is trying to come on. Friend, I'm on to educate. So I'm not taking any guests today. Jill Mansfield asks, can I change pharmacies? So, friend, let me Jill Mansfield, please DM me that question so I can get the accurate response for you. Because that one I don't know. Y'all look how beautiful. This was engraved, y'all. Look how beautiful. Amble's company colors are orange. It's like a tangerine, green, peach, white, cream. Y'all, I love it. I love it. If there's anyone new in the chat, my name is KEASHA DiXon. I am a registered nurse by trade. You guys, I've been sharing my health journey for almost 2 years now. I am partnered with Amble Health, which is a telehealth company. Amble Health is a company that is here to provide a convenient, cost-effective service for you guys. If you're interested in getting Semaglutide or Tirzepatide, especially if you're having issues with your pharmacist, with your insurance companies, with PAs, and also the shortages. If you click on my picture up here, a big picture, my profile picture will come up in my website. The link is in my website, you guys. It's the first link there. Does anybody have any questions about Amble? Any questions about Amble? I love to give you guys some tips when you are attempting to get service from Amble. When you guys are answering y'all's questionnaire at the beginning, it's going to ask you a lot of questions. I want you guys to be very open and honest about your medical history and what medications you are on. Things to expect. They are going to ask you guys for an ID, and we all know you have to present an ID. They're going to ask you to put a card on file, you guys. That's so that to make sure payments, you know, because this is a company, this is a business, we have to make sure that there is a card on file. That's how you're going to pay for your service. And then a new thing for telehealth now, you guys, and not just with Amble, it is a because telehealth is growing, you guys are going to have to send in photographs now. So if they haven't asked you to send in a photograph, y'all expect it. And y'all, please do not think that this is weird. These are doctors. These are licensed clinicians. It's a safe thing to do. So y'all, it's not weird. Your ID, a photograph, and then you will have to put a card on file. Y'all, that's just reality. And that's with all telehealth companies. So y'all expect it, okay? Lynette says, "While I'm new and I started following you, I have no issues with Kaiser. I will relay the message to my family." Thank you, friend. I appreciate that. Can you order that Stanley from Amble? They asked me for a picture. What you mean, Charlotte? What you mean? Okay, DM me, Charlotte, and I'll ask them if people can order Stanleys from them. I'll ask them. I don't know. But isn't it? It's so pretty, and it's engraved. I just love it. I just love it. So DM me that, because I probably won't remember. I probably will not remember. Thank you for putting in the chat on YouTube, V. She says all pharmacies are 503 compliant and Amble is legit script verified. Yeah, y'all listen. Somebody had inboxed me. Let me not even go there. I'm gonna just move on. I was about to say something down, but the vibe is too good. I'm not gonna go there. We'll talk about that at the end. Lil Bit Respect says, talk to your clinicians through support and your physicians will respond on the patient portal. Thank you, friend, for confirming that to me. Tamika Jones is asking, is Mississippi listed yet? Not yet, friend. And it's not because we don't want to service you guys. Mississippi, Louisiana, and New Mexico. It's not that we don't want to service you guys. It's something going on with y'all state. I need to get clarification, though. It's something going on with y'all state. But not yet, friend. However, if you have a family member that you trust, talk with them, friend, and maybe they can ship to you. Okay? Nadine. Oh, come on, Vaughn. Vaughn says download the FedEx app. What are we talking about, Vaughn? She's saying download the FedEx app. Hold on, y'all. I have to verify that it's me on TikTok. They make me do like the little puzzle thing. Vivi said Louisiana full of it. She's rolling her eyes. She's rolling her eyes. I was asking about the portal communication, asking questions. Oh, yes, friend. Yes, friend. That's exactly what you're going to do. Go to your patient portal and ask your questions there, friend. Yes. A lot of Amble clients will come and ask me patient portal questions. And when it comes to HIPAA, it's only so many things that I can answer for you guys. First of all, because I have a license to protect. And second of all, it's a HIPAA violation. So y'all just keep that in mind when you guys are asking me questions. It's certain things that I can answer and there's certain things I cannot, respectfully, okay? Keisha, thank you for your time and expertise. You're doing a great job sharing safe GLP-1 practices. Thank you so much, Nikki. I appreciate that from you, friend. I appreciate that, honey. K. Rhonda, you emailed me. Okay, friend. How was it meeting Dr. Angelina? Listen, Dr. Angelina is so cool. She is so cool. She's just like how she is on TikTok. Very approachable, very knowledgeable, clearly. Very classy based, very beautiful. I really liked her. So Vaughn is saying download the FedEx app, you guys, so that you can see when your package is on the way. Thank you, friend. The one and only Jen says, you look so beautiful in the pictures. Thank you, friend. Did you see my message about, okay, hold on, Darren. Let me see, friend. Hold on. I just checked my insurance formularies first, updated April 2024. They cover MG for type 2, WEG for obesity, and Libre 2 and 3. Thanks for the tip to check the insurance. See? Y'all see? Darian, did you check your insurance company today, Darian? You see why I tell y'all have to check y'all formularies? He's saying that now they updated it in 2024, and they now cover MJ for type 2 diabetes, Wegovy for obesity, and then they also cover the Libre 2 and 3. That's the continuous glucose monitoring. So now he'll be able to get his monitoring thing through his insurance company, which is amazing. I love that. I love that for you, friend. I love that for you. This is why I tell y'all, even if you got a denial from your insurance company, y'all have to check, because stuff updates quarterly. Just DM'd you about Amble. Okay, Andrew. I will see it as soon as I get off, friend. If there is anybody new in the chat, if you are not following me, please click the link up here and my profile picture will come up. Make sure you guys are following me. I come on every single day to educate on cardiovascular disease, diabetes, fatty livers, inflammation when it comes to GLP-1, from the GLP-1 standpoint. And then also my sister and I, we come on and we talk about insurances. We talk about prior authorizations. And also I am a partner of Amble Health. You guys, Amble Health is a telehealth company that helps to get you guys compounded versions of these medications in the most cost-effective way. You guys, we are very competitive. Y'all, this is a family-oriented company. There are no overages with this company, so you will not have to ever worry about paying physician fees, shipping, or subscribing to anything, y'all. There are no overages. You will always only pay for your MEDs. Bond had a great point. She says, make sure you are downloading the FedEx app so that you can see when your package arrives, so that you can track it. And then another thing, you guys, if you are out of town and you are ordering or you are reordering, please wait until you get home, because someone ordered and their package beat them home, and when they got home, someone had taken their package off their porch. Okay, y'all know there's a lot of theft going on in the postal service. I don't know what it is. I don't know what is going on, but it is crazy. And y'all just don't do that, because I don't know what the expectation would be from us once y'all do that. You cannot do that. You have to make sure there is going to be someone there to receive your MEDs. Another thing that I want to point out, you guys, please do not think that your MEDs are not good if it shows up not iced. They do not have to ice y'all's MEDs. These MEDs can go unrefrigerated for up to 28 days, you guys. And then when you get your package in the mail, y'all, it is going to be very well packaged. Some will have ice, some won't. Some will have ice and the ice will have melted just because of the travel. But at the end of the day, your MEDs are still good. When you get it, put it in the refrigerator, okay? Another thing I wanted to talk about, when you are looking at your vial, y'all, do not get your concentration confused with your unit dose that you are supposed to be admitting, okay? I am still getting DMs every single day with people who are confused. And this is one of the reasons I'm going to have to do a YouTube video on this, just specifically this, because people are still getting confused. So your concentration is going to come in milliliters, and your units to give is your dose to give is going to come in units. Your syringes are going to be in unit doses. Thank you so much, Nikki, for posting that. She says, FYI, Amble is the cheapest Tirzepatide company with no subscription fees. Boom. Okay. So when you get your medication, okay. First of all, y'all, these vials, they're not going to be full all the way to the top, y'all. You're only going to get what you pay for. So if you are on a month-to-month basis, it's going to look like there's a little bit in the container. But I promise you, it's going to be enough for your whole month, for your 4 weeks. Another thing is, it is going to be written out clearly what unit dose you're supposed to give. Taylor Doreen says, your lives are always informative. Thank you for being a reliable source. You're welcome, friend. I appreciate that from you. I appreciate that. And so I think what people are doing, you are seeing, you're looking at the milliliters and you are thinking that is what you're supposed to give. But no, it'll tell you, it'll specifically say, it'll have the direction, it'll specifically tell you how many units to give. Now, for you all who are ordering and it is your second month, okay. Sometimes 1 month your concentration may be one thing, and another month it may be stronger. So for example, because I don't want to confuse y'all, I had someone reach out to me and they said, last month I was on, say for instance, 5 MEGs. In my 5 MEGs, I had to give 50 units. But this month, I'm on 7.5 MEGs, and it's telling me to give 37 units. Why am I giving less units this month, and I gave more units last month? The answer to that is, it's because this month, your concentration is stronger. So last month, your concentration may have been 5 milligrams in 1 milliliter of fluid. And this month, your concentration may be 10 milligrams in 1 milliliter of fluid. So if your concentration is stronger, you will give less units, y'all. Does that make sense? Please, I need y'all to confirm to me in the chat that y'all understood that. If y'all didn't, I'm going to repeat it. I'm going to repeat it anyway. Okay. If your concentration, for example, comes 5 milligrams in 1 milliliter, and then the next month it comes 10 milligrams in 1 milliliter, your 10 milligrams in 1 milliliter is stronger. So that's why you're giving less units. Okay, that is why. And when you get your syringes in the mail, you're going to get enough to cover you for 4 weeks. So say, for instance, if a clinician tells you to give 125 units and you know your syringe only holds 100, then you're going to use 2 syringes, friend, because you're either going to get 50 unit syringes or you're going to get 100 unit syringes. Y'all understand that? So some of us have to use 2 syringes. Some of us. Okay, so don't let that confuse y'all. It is not set up to confuse y'all. Okay, I promise you it's not. It's not set up to confuse y'all. Oh my gosh. Evie, thank you so much. She said your outfit, hair, and makeup was so pretty. Glad you had a great time. I did, friend. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Lil Bit is asking, was the meet and greet informative? It was extremely informative. When I tell y'all, they had so many doctors there. They had bariatric doctors. They had doctors that talked about what is it? Tummy tucks, loose skin, those surgeries. I forgot the name of them. But they talked about everything under the sun of GLP-1. They talked about it. They had so many clinicians there. It was great. If Amble gives an event, I promise y'all, that's the event y'all want to go to. Because first of all, great networking happens. You get to meet all of the people that you follow, all of the doctors that educate. You get to meet the companies that are dispensing these MEDs to you guys. So it's a great networking event. So if you're into that type of thing, those are the type of events you want to be at. And when I tell y'all, Amble spares no expense. We had free drinks, really great drinks. We had food, y'all, gifts. Everybody got a grab bag. Everybody got a t-shirt. They raffled off these Amble engraved Stanleys. They had about 50, maybe 70, 75 to 50. There was a lot of them, y'all. There was a lot of them. So a lot of people left with Amble Stanleys. A lot of people did. So yes, it was a great event. Does it have to be a certain temperature when mailed out? No, friend. It's not like your stuff is gonna be boiling. It's just room temperature, just a regular temp, friends. Don't let anyone come and fearmonger you that your medicine is not good. When I tell y'all, when these MEDs get shipped, they don't have to be on ice, friend. Just when you get your MEDs, just put it in the refrigerator. The only thing that you have to worry about is when you get to that 28 days, if you have left it out of the refrigerator, you can no longer use it because you have lost the efficacy of your MEDs. But if you put your stuff in the refrigerator, you're good. Okay? You're good. When you get it in the mail, if the ice has melted, just put it in the refrigerator, friend. I promise you, you are good. Oh, does my sister want to come on? Sister, do you want to come on and say anything about PAs or no? Because I keep seeing your thing keeps coming up. Let's see. Friend, let me know which one so I can call my doctor. Hold on, let me see. Taylor says, my doctor had to prescribe me cream and powder for my loose skin. Girl, it's getting real. So what kind of cream? Somebody else asked that. What kind of cream and powder that did they prescribe you? Did they prescribe you something that they feel like that is going to tighten your skin, that helps to protect your skin folds? Is that what we're talking about, like the nice satin cream and powder for the loose skin, friend? Polly J says, hi, friend. I'm on 2 milligrams. I'm having insomnia. I didn't have it with the lower dosages, and I'm down 40 pounds. So Polly, I don't know why you're having insomnia, friend. It's not because of the MEDs, because you know these MEDs they're not stimulants. They are not stimulants, friend. So I don't know what's going on. Take you some melatonin. That's over the counter. I don't know what's going on. Thanks to you, I have lost 17 pounds in 2 months. Congratulations, friend, and thank you for being brave enough to come on and share that with us. I appreciate that. Okay, so Taylor, this is what I thought you were talking about. She's talking about nystatin powder, you guys. So whenever he gotta go, you gotta take him out. He wanna play. Yeah, Morocco is happy to see us. So he creating all kind of confusion in the background. So what nystatin powder is, you guys, whenever patients who are overweight, when you have skin to skin contact a lot, sometimes that skin to skin contact does not allow any air to breathe through. And so sometimes patients will have yeast buildup, or will have skin sensitivity. So what that powder does, it helps to create a barrier between skin to skin contact. It helps to keep those areas dry so that you don't get infections in that area. So yes, friend, that's a great powder that they prescribe to you. So that's another thing. Let me pin it again. That's another thing. If you are dealing with loose skin, that's another thing that you can ask your clinicians, that they will be happy to provide for you guys. Thank you so much for sharing that with us too, Taylor. I'm hoping to get my prescription this month. Then I'm starting my tummy tuck savings. Oh, Tasha, that's amazing. I'm so excited for you. Y'all know I keep telling y'all that I'm going to have some type of fat transfer. I just have to mentally get myself prepared for it, because I have a zero tolerance for pain. And that's the part I'm worried about is, I don't know. I'm just not ready. I'm not ready. The Perry Farm says, hey, friend, tell your husband I said, what's up? Honey, somebody's speaking to you.
Hey, what's up, the Perry fam? What's going down, pimping?
I'm trying to show my face. Okay, sister. So do you want to come on and talk about prior authorizations? First month, I lost 10 pounds so far, thanks to you. Thanks to all the information and the pre-gaming as well. You're welcome, friend. Vaughn said, what's up, King?
What's up, Black Butterfly? What's going down, though? How you doing?
That's Vaughn, my sister that we
That's the moderator.
Mm-hmm.
Great job. Thank you, babe. Appreciate you, Black Butterfly.
Yeah.
I see you.
We're gonna get you together as soon as I get off live. We just got off our flight not too long ago. I was home maybe 45 minutes before I jumped on with y'all. Nadine says, hi, Mr. Dixon. Did he have a good time? He had a great time.
What's up, Nadine?
He had a great time. Before I bring my sister on, if there's anyone new in the chat, if you are interested in Amble is a telehealth company that provides cost-effective and a convenient service to you guys. They provide semaglutide and tirzepatide with no shipping, no subscription, and no physician fees, friends. And if you are interested, the link is up here. It's if you click on my picture up here, my profile will come up. The link is in my bio. For those of you who are on Instagram, the link is in my bio. And you guys know on YouTube, the link is always going to be in the description. Does anybody have any prior authorization questions? Because I'm going to bring my sister on. But let me see what my friend is talking about. Delante traveled this weekend. She says she's back. She says the weather is bad in Dallas. Her flight was diverted to Shreveport. Oh, wow. Yeah, when we left Texas, we didn't have any utilities. But the lights are on right now. And we didn't have any bad weather. It's just hot. Now. So I'm going to bring my sister in for these last few minutes. If anybody have any prior authorization questions, Now is the time. I do my next reorder for Tirzepatide on June 6th. She says, I love it. I'm losing a lot of inches. Congratulations, friend. K Rhonda, we're from Lake Houston, the Lake Houston area. Hey, sister.
Hey, y'all. Hey. Don't be like me. This is pork and carbs.
Honey, it's Darian says hello. So are you coming on to eat or are you coming on to talk about private stuff? Because I'm going to click you right on off.
Both.
It's Daniel.
I've been waiting on you to accept my live.
What's up? It's Darian. How you doing, man? Chilling, babe.
sis, she says,
I've been waiting on you to accept my live. You forgot about
I'm
me.
sorry. I'm sorry, friend.
So I'll fix me a sandwich.
Okay, so is there anything new that's going on? But first, Taylor says, yes, my PA expired. She says, waiting to see if it's approved. Her A1C went back up from 5.3 to 5.7, but you're still doing good, friend. And she says, also, she's on, are you saying you're also on blood pressure medicines now? So what's the question, friend? What's the question about your expiring PA? And sister, is there anything new that we need to know about PAs, or is there any advice you want to give for anyone who is dealing with prior authorization issues? Now I want a pork chop sandwich. Thanks.
Welcome. For Taylor, since her prior authorization expired, they would just pretty much do the same thing they did the last time, just change the dates, and just that you are responding well to the medication and you just want to continue. That's it. That's all. Nothing more, nothing less. Unless there's something that changed, like an extra diagnosis or something.
Okay. So let me ask you a question. How do you feel about the insurance companies now adding GLP-1s to people's formularies and only paying $25 to $50, like what Aaron was telling us, and now they're not required to do PAs? What's your thoughts on that?
It's not that it's a little bit confusing because trying to explain it will be confusing, but one, I think was already a hard time with it just being MJ and then the other two semis. And I already knew it was going to be hard when they threw in ZEP. Mm-hmm. So that was one issue. I think it's also a plus because now they are recognizing it for more comorbidities and more diagnosis. Mm-hmm. There is this thing up to where even though you do a PA and your medication is paid for, some insurances do what's called a tier reduction. So if you can't afford it, you can bring it down. But that's a whole nother...
Wait, you say if you can't afford it, what?
Some insurances do what is called a tier reduction.
Okay.
Which is semi-like doing a form of prior authorization. Mm-hmm. And that's like a whole nother ball game. You just pretty much doing it in good faith and asking them, can they switch it to a different tier that's affordable.
Okay. So how do people get a tier reduction? That's just something that they do because they're being nice, or is that something that we can ask them? We
call and ask to see, one, if your insurance even provides that. Because all insurances don't provide that. That's one. Two, if your insurance does pay for a little bit and it's still high, you still got to be mindful for those deductibles, because that could be one thing that puts you in that 40 range or that $150 range, because even though you do a prior authorization, it's not going to override the deductible. So that's one thing. So a lot of things come into play. A prior authorization don't mean, my medicine's going to be free. It don't mean that. Mm-hmm. All it means is they're going to cover it, and they're going to cover it at the tier that it's in, whether it's 1, 2, or whatever. That's what a prior authorization. Now, whatever tier that it falls under, if it's too high, I mean, you could try using a coupon. The coupons are still there on the websites. Use that coupon. But just know that if you are Medicare, Medicaid, TRICARE, you can't use it if you're getting any type of government assistance or you work for any type of federal or type insurance. And if your deductible, if you ain't met your deductible or whatever, you still got to go through that rigmarole. So it could be one of those things too that there's a possibility that he bumped into. It's just that they're not going to expose that part.
Thank you, Delonte. Okay, so all right, so I just want to understand about the tier reduction. So anybody who is on these MEDs and it's on the formulary and it's expensive, you can call your insurance company and ask them if they do tier reductions.
Yes.
Okay. Did y'all know that? Because I didn't know that. Did y'all know that? So let me say that again for my following on YouTube. If you have any GLP-1 that is on your formulary already and what you are paying, you feel that it is expensive, you can call your insurance companies and ask them if they do tier reductions, meaning will they bump it down so that it'll be more affordable to you. I did not know that. That is great information. I had no idea. And someone confirmed that is it Shanae? She says, my friend did a tier reduction and she says the price point went from $400 a month to $25 a month just from them calling and asking about a tier reduction. Dang, I did not know that. I could have been telling my following that.
That's why I know you be telling me keep it short and sweet. There is no short and sweet.
That was short and sweet. I understood that.
Cause the understanding sometimes it ain't gonna make sense. I want to say give grace to like the medical providers, the insurance people, the pharmacies, because like you said, don't nobody know. Don't nobody know. It's on the job training. It's like if you not looking for it, it's just like I found out because I'm one of them nosy ones and I just went over beyond but patience. But starting out in the game, no one didn't tell me anything. I had to learn from being at a desk, being in retail, being in hospital. It's just other stuff that you pick up from like other people and you just learn. It's also a part of you don't ask, don't tell. It's kind of hard to ask if you don't know. These ain't included in y'all this information is not included in your handbook. Mm-hmm. This information ain't sitting somewhere where they tell you it's like a friend of a friend or like we're talking now on live and you just find out. All that stuff is there for you and all those tools are there for you to learn. It's just a matter of just open your mouth. Worst case scenario is they will tell you no. And if the people tell you no and you know that's better, I hate to say it, hang up, call back, and get somebody else. Just ask. Mm-hmm.
And Sarah Lee 10 says she got a tier exemption as well for ZEPBOUND. So that's amazing. Delonte says your keywords assist. They can call and ask for more information. Exactly.
And I'm gonna give y'all. I'm gonna also tell you why you give your insurance company some grace, and another reason why I end up getting off the call center because some insurances are held to a script. Like they literally make us follow a script, and there's every possible case scenario, and my feelings used to get into it because, like, case in point, with the diabetic world, I just can't tell you this like test strips or whatever. I'm gonna tell you about programs that I know. I'm gonna tell you about this, that. I'm gonna vary off that script, and I'm gonna get dinged in the bag. You know what I'm saying? But my conscience, at the end of the day, I'd rather get a little coaching counsel, but at least I help one or two people in the process.
Mm-hmm.
So it's, even though you might have somebody that may know and may not know, they might be sticking to the script, because sometimes they do get in trouble for telling you too much, because that's not what they're supposed to. Like, the only way we can tell you about a tear like reduction or something like that, you have to ask, or like you have to put that conversation in play. We can't just come out.
Otherwise, they don't make money. Otherwise, they don't make money off you.
So it's like, I don't like that. Now, if you, I used to have, I managed several states, but one of my states I used to have was Louisiana, and I know Louisiana is a very needy state in my opinion, and I used to get the same old lady. She had to be at least 80 to something years old, and I used to get her like clockwork. And you know what I do? I used to take 30 to 45 minutes talking to her, making sure that everything she possibly was needed.
Okay, so Cindy is asking, she says, if GLP-1s are not on my formulary, is it possible for a PA to work? I get this question every day.
Yes. If the GLP-1 or any medication is not on your formulary, you can do the prior authorization, because that's the purpose of the prior authorization. The purpose of a prior authorization is just basically saying you need the medication. So even though if you don't see the medication, still do it. Like I said, worst possible thing, at the end of the day, you might get a no, you might get a yeah, but you'll never know if you don't start somewhere. There's also, for some insurances, there's a criteria for medications that's not on formulary or whatever the case may be. Still do it. I always said, do the first prior authorization, it get denied. Once it get denied, do it again. Answer whatever needed to be answered or missed. Do it denied. Deny, peer-to-peer, and let the last option be the appeal.
Okay, we got it. So Audrey says, I get it. A lot of times employees don't have all the information to give or even care to give. Let me see. True about scripting. I'm an ops manager of a medical call center. Kima is saying yes. Summer Darium is saying your sister is the GOAT. I wouldn't know to ask about my CGM. What else am I entitled to? Not asking for in support of my type 2 diabetes. So Kima, is Kima in here? Let me send Kima a request, because Kima is really good.
What else y'all can ask for? If you are in the diabetic community, y'all better get them free y'all once a year machines. If it's not covered by your pharmacy benefit, it might be covered by the DME, the Durham Medical Equipment. They give out that around COVID season. Y'all better get those over-the-counter COVID testing, and essentially stockpile on that. There's a lot of stuff that, if it's not covered by medical benefit, it'll be covered by pharmacy benefit that y'all could get.
Thank you.
Y'all get y'all stuff. Get y'all stuff.
Thank you, sister. Kima, are you available to talk, friend?
Yes, I am now. I'm
okay. First of all, I want to say thank you so much.
You were so pretty.
Thank you so much.
Girl, wasn't she though? Girl, listen, people didn't even know who Kima was.
What's up, Kima?
What's up, my brother?
Appreciate you, Kima.
No doubt.
Friend, I saw your message when I got off the plane. And I was going to respond tonight, but I just wanted to say thank you so much for all the hospitality, Kima. I had such a great time, friend. I had such an amazing time. Thank you so much.
Living room. Have a seat.
You are so welcome. You are so welcome. I had to be able to return the favor. You all were so kind to me when I was in Houston. So
I appreciate you. So So Darian was asking, because I know that you are very resourceful, very, very resourceful when it comes to all of these things that insurance companies offer. He was saying what else is he entitled to that can help him in support of his type 2 diabetes that he's not asking his insurance company for?
Okay. So you call your insurance company, whether you call through the nurse line or you already have a case manager that you can call directly. So what you want to ask for, number one, is if you can have a dedicated case manager that specializes in diabetes management. The second thing you want to ask for is any specific programs that your employer pays for members that have diabetes that will allow your test strips, your Dexcom or Libres to be free or covered by the insurance. So outside of that, you want to ask about any additional savings that may be available in your area. So ask your case manager to complete a social worker referral for available resources that are in your specific state and city based on your zip code. And they will send all those resources over to you.
You got it, friend? So my sister is my go-to person for PAs, and Kima is my go-to person for the resources because I don't know about all of that stuff. I always have to consult them because I'm not versed on that, but they are.
When you are actually diagnosed with diabetes, your doctor will, if you diagnosed through a primary, your doctor will automatically send you to normally they have diabetic nurses or management programs. Not saying that you're one of them, one of the non-compliance, but start with your doctor first. I know when Kima said, like, for case management and insurance purposes, I know a lot of you guys get involved when insurances drop the ball, pharmacies drop the ball, doctor's office drop the ball in certain times. Part of the thing is, if you're new and you know you have diabetes as a patient and an advocate for yourself, you should be calling your insurance and looking into that as you just taking care of yourself in general. And then if they're not able to point you in the direction, then follow with case management and everything. Because 9 times out of 10, all it needs to do is be written on a script and bring to your pharmacy, like test strips, your supplies, and we go automatically do it. And if it's rejected, we go tell you where to go anyway. So that's the lazy way of doing it.
So Kima, LaShawn Love 76 on YouTube is asking, are blood pressure monitors covered through your insurance?
Some of them are. Like, I have clients that we do have the benefits covered, and then I have some clients that is not covered. And I will say some of my high-end premier accounts cover everything. Some of my accounts, those employees do not want to pay for those essentials.
If it's not covered through pharmacy benefits, it's covered under medical. If it's not covered under medical, it's covered under dural medical equipment. So, and then if you have one of those mom and pops or somebody that do like oxygen equipment, CPAP machines, nebulizers, bring your prescription over there because their billing system is totally different and they know how to bill. Because in retrospect, pharmacy retail pays for medication. Supplies goes to Dewar Medical for supplies. So sometimes your test strips aren't covered by pharmacy because, quote unquote, that's not a medication, but it's a supply. So your strips, your lancets, your alcohol wipes, your actual machine may be covered under Dewar Medical, which bills your actual medical insurance, not your pharmacy insurance.
Y'all got it? Y'all got that? So Darian says, that's great. Exclamation. He says, CGM, dedicated case manager, employer assistant programs, free CGMs, maybe. Savings available in my area, social work referral in my area. Darian, you got it, friend. I gotta leave that up for a minute. You got it, friend. You heard every word.
Tell them right now when we get off their live, call us insurance, and they'll tell them because it's your insurance job, and you'll talk to customer service, member services, and their job is to tell you what your plan implies, what your plan entails. And if you tell them you want to know if it covers medical equipment, they'll be able to tell you what side it's on, if it's door medical, if it's pharmacy, or if it's medical benefits. They'll be able to tell you.
Mm-hmm. So Nadine says, I work for DME, and she said we don't provide it. We only provide the respiratory equipment.
That's why I said, in some, like, I'm in Louisiana. I do Louisiana, I do South Carolina, I do North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Florida, and everybody have their own, like, different rules and regulations. Case in point, I'm going to say Maryland. When it come down to Maryland, we do the test strip, and it's Medicaid. We do the test strips, but we don't do the machine. We have instructions on to give the pharmacy when they call us the billing information on how to build the machine to get it. Yes, it's a long road, and I tell the pharmacy, hey, write this down, hang it on the wall, so you ain't never got to call us back. But this is how they get their machine. This is like the billing information, because the billing information can be totally different from your insurance, but it's a statewide program, and not everybody know that it's a statewide program that, let's just say, whoever made the Freestyle Libre 3, they might have a connection with the Department of Health and Human Resources. They might have a contract together, so everybody on that, but the billing information is different outside of your pharmacy and your medical benefits. That happens a lot too. You don't know unless, again, you call and you ask, or you do get your caseworker or your case management or your social worker involved.
So Taylor says, she says, wait, I just bought my blood pressure machine. Taylor, I'll call them and I'll get another one. I would call them.
I will call my insurance company. I will ask them, and either A, you can get a printout. Like, when y'all get y'all printout at the end of the year, I hope y'all get y'all printout at the end of the year and file this medication on y'all taxes, not the compound people, the regular people that's using insurance. And you send that to your insurance, you send that into your insurance company, baby, and you get your money back if your insurance pay for it. That's how you get your money back for all that medication you pay for out of pocket on the back end when the prior authorizations go through. That's how y'all get your money back.
I have so many people that call me. They don't wait to the end of the year, and we do reimbursement forms. I usually download the form and send it over so we can get it done, because, you know, I'm a consumer as well. So, and I want my money in real time.
Yes.
So,
normally, let's just say it's the weekend, Saturday. You pay for your medication Saturday and you bought it from the W. In the system, in some of the systems, the claims sit there for like 5 to 7 days to where they can reverse it on the store end. If you wait like 2 to 3 weeks and a month, the claim is gone and the pharmacy can't do it anymore. So you have to mail in and get reimbursement through the insurance that way. But if you pay out of pocket Saturday and you handle your business on a Monday, Walgreens, Walmart, CVS, they bring your receipt, bring that little information leaflet, and mosey on down there and get y'all money back if it's covered. And then if it requires a prior authorization, most prior authorizations are automatically back billed to 5 days so they can do that reimbursement.
Very good. So Indiglo90 says, you all helped me out regarding what to ask for PAs and diabetic medical supplies. Thank you so much. There was someone in the chat, I done missed the name. Someone was asking about Amble. Friend, all you have to do is click on my picture up here. My profile is going to come up, and it's the first link into my website. Everything you need to know is in there. And yes, everything, there's no overages. You just ever going to pay for just your medicine, friend. So no shipping, none of that you were asking me about. I saw your comment, friend. Nadine says a lot of providers don't want to do it because the payout is low. And then for what, friend? And then Vivi says she just called her insurance company and they said nope, Did they say no to your CGM or to blood pressure equipment, Vivi? She said she just called. They said no. And then Vaughn is reminding everybody that. Hold on, friend. Vaughn is asking reminding everybody that your open enrollments are coming up for a lot of people, and to add funds to your HSA and your FSAs, y'all. Because I know I did. I maxed out mine specifically to pay for my Amble stuff. Oh, Vivi says her insurance company said no to the tier reduction. They told her no.
And some will do.
Yeah.
Chastity, I read your question. Inbox me.
And then also, Lady Puff says, ask your doctor if their office has a chronic care manager. Ooh, that's a good one. It was good. It was good, Glamorous Gigi. We had a great time at the event.
With the insurance, diabetes and high blood pressure are the top two. Then it comes in cholesterol. Do y'all know, or do y'all remember to where, like, when y'all get y'all annuals, and this is for everybody, that sometimes y'all get like little supplements or whatever, or like little stipends when y'all send that into y'all insurance companies, where they just want you to be healthy. Like, these are the little programs and the little stuff that they be wanting y'all to do. Doctors get asked all the time, and insurance companies call doctor's office all the time when they have high blood pressure patients or when they have diabetic patients. These are the most tracked people, one of the top two diagnoses that are really most tracked, and that doctors be getting bonuses and stuff and all that off of. So I'm pretty much 95% certain that there are programs for if you have high blood pressure, if you have diabetes, that to help y'all.
Okay, so Chastity Dreamer Chaser has a really good question. She says, I'm not a diabetic. My doctor wanted to put me on the weight loss meds. She said her insurance denied it. So what can she do?
What's the reason for the denial?
Yeah.
That's why I told you, Miss Chastity, to inbox me, because there's two reasons why off top I know you got that denial. One of the reasons why your insurance can deny you, they said that if you're doing WL, is because majority of insurance exclude WL medications as a plan benefit right out the gate. So if that's why you're trying to take the medication, they're not gonna cover it because it's a weight loss medication. Now, I ain't even say WL. ZEP is a WL medication, and any WL medication is not covered. Why? Because that's considered a cosmetic procedures, and we know that insurance do not pay for cosmetic procedures. Now, you have a list of comorbidities. We have high blood pressure due to obesity. We have fatty liver due to obesity. We have PCOS due to obesity, and all this stuff is covered by these hormone MEDs. What are the hormone MEDs? MJ, and O. So when it comes to the diagnosis, were any of those diagnoses placed on that prior authorization, or was it just WL? That's one of the questions.
You saw her second response. She said, okay, I have high cholesterol on my diagnosis.
But was it on the prior authorization when they submitted? And if it was, they need to take off that WL, because right off the bat, looking at it and homing in, depending on who the clinical reviewer is, they see that and just automatically take it. Remember, the diagnosis has to match the drug. And as of right now, the only thing ZEP is for WL. And insurances don't like WL. There's only one medication that is really covered for WL, and it's Ally or Stat.
So they have to use their comorbidities to help them get coverage, which is what Aaron had to do for me and many.
Because that's basically how it is with the FDA. They said that either obesity, and this is for semi, obesity or obesity plus one comorbidity. And then there's a list of like 5 other diagnoses.
Yeah, so Kima listed them. She listed them: diabetes, coronary artery disease, heart failure, asthma, and chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. That's COPD, y'all. So D-Ray's mom says, what if you get denied and your BMI is high and you have high blood pressure?
For what medication? I hope it's not for ZEP, because ZEP don't cover that. I mean, ZEP is not used for that in medical terms.
For which one, D-Ray's mom?
And it's like basically when it comes to the clinical, when it comes to us doing clinical review, it's pretty much black and white. Taylor DeRee, I'm a survivor of taking lisinopril, because lisinopril had almost took me out, boo.
Did you see Cindy says that Saxenda is used for WL as well? You're welcome, Chastity.
Now I see it. It caught up. Yeah, I need to look. I need to look at. I don't remember Saxenda because a lot of people I stopped seeing Saxenda when it went on back order, so I don't even see it.
Okay,
but
so just
I know, insurances exclude that because it's for WL, and WL ain't one of them.
Okay, so just to wrap it up on the PAs, because I'm gonna move on from that, and I'm gonna let y'all go. What if someone is preparing to ask their clinician for a PA, what are some of the things that they should go in already expecting to have on a PA? Short answer.
Your diagnosis and your trying to fail medications, or if you have any type of allergic reaction to any of the tried and fails. So the prior authorization is basically based off on what you done told your clinician. So what have you told your doctor? Because if you don't tell them certain stuff or they don't know certain things, then it's not going to be filled out. A PA actually will take anybody 3 minutes to fill out.
Okay, so say it again. So tell us one more time. What are some things that they should expect to have on their PAs?
The appropriate diagnosis for the medication that you are taking, all the diagnoses, everything except WL. We do not want to use WL for nothing. 2, if you tried and failed any medications like metformin, Victoza, Trulicity, Phetamine, any of those, put that you tried and failed. If you're allergic to any of those, put that you have an allergy and you can't take those for whatever the reason may be. Those are the main 3 things that I see that get skipped over. The tried and fails are never added, and the diagnosis don't match the medication.
Okay, it's one more. It's Kima. Do you want to add to that or no?
No, I'm sorry. Yeah, I agree with what Summer was saying. Just keep it short and sweet. In my experience, make sure the doctor is saying what they know, not observation, what you say, what the patient says. They need to really put down there speaking first person. You know what I mean? Yeah.
There was one more thing I wanted you to say about PAs. Golly, it just left my mind. Oh, and for patients who have GLP-1s that's excluded from their formularies, that are very discouraged because it's not on their formularies. And someone asked earlier, do they have a chance of filling out a PA and it possibly getting approved? What do they need to put on their PAs?
Same thing. Nothing's changed. if the medication ain't there, still do the prior authorization. Still put the necessary stuff on there because, like I said, on the back end, there's different type of criteria. Some medications don't have a specific category yet. So on your insurance, on the back end, there may be drugs who don't have a category, drug that don't have a criteria. Follow this criteria because it may be over, because it's not on the formulary. There's so many criteria to follow that the naked eye or the representative you call don't know. Still fill it out.
And I just wanted to add specifically to UHC, if there's a medication, i.e., like for me, WL medications that are not listed, that are plan exclusions, you need to ask for a plan as PA form because there's a different form for us.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and one more thing, because things just keep popping in my mind. For individuals who question if they can fill out their own prior authorization form and bring it into the doctor's office, that's another thing that I get a lot of questions about. What's your thoughts on that, sister? And then I'm gonna let Kima respond. Short answer.
Honestly and truly, I would say it's on the doctor, but this day and age, put the information that you have on there. Do not sign the bottom. Your doctor's going to review it. You will add that last clinical note and they send it. And I will use that as a last resort, really, because we already know you have to be your own advocate. But in actuality, you want your doctor to do it. You want the staff to do it. But sometimes they just don't do it.
They can't get it right.
They're not doing it right. Mm-hmm. And you step in. Have I worked in a clinic that patients came in? Yeah, because it's just like filling out like a workman's comp form, and y'all fill in y'all part, and then we got to fill in our part. So to me, it's the same. It's the same thing. Just don't sign the bottom.
Got you. Kima?
Agree with Summer. Bring it in because a lot of times the providers do not have time to complete that documentation as it needs to be completed. So if you come in with it already completed, you have a great relationship with your provider. Like Summer said, don't sign the bottom. Let them review it, sign it, and it needs to be sent over from their fax machine. So that's on record.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. If anybody, can y'all please stop what y'all doing right now and make sure you guys are following my sister Summer. Make sure you guys are following Kima.
I need to come hang out with Kima.
Yeah. Make sure you guys are following. They are great resources. I want to call out a couple people that I see in the live that I personally follow and that I get encouragement and insight from, and that is Delante, you guys. Lose It with Annie. I see Lose It with Annie is in here, you guys. Let's see, who else do I see? Vivi, you guys. If you guys are not following Vivi, make sure you're following Vivi. Black Butterfly. Make sure you guys are following my best friend. Let me see what her name is on here. Let me see what her name is on here. Chanel. I'm going back. I gotta go all the way back. Mama Glenda is in my lives a lot too. Nadine. Nadine is starting to share her story as well. Make sure you are following your favorite accountability partner, y'all. She does a lot of content as well, sharing her story. Who else? Andrew, make sure y'all are following Water Check. Y'all know Mr. Water Check.
Drink y'all water. Y'all better drink y'all water. Drink y'all water.
And for Nurse Rock was in here today, you guys. My friend Daphne was in here today. Let's see who else.
I called Delante, and Delante ain't never called me babe.
Okay, talk with her about that, honey, because Delante been partying all weekend. It was her birthday weekend.
I know. Ain't gave me no cake, no nothing. Just home.
It's her birthday weekend. Okay, sister, I'll call you when I get off the live. Okay. So for anybody who thank you guys for gracing my live. Y'all are always such a big help. Y'all, so over the weekend, let me just give y'all a quick rundown on how my weekend went with Amble. This weekend, Amble had an event where they took all of their staff out to dinner. We all were able to meet each other face to face. These are people that we talk to on a daily basis on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Y'all, we DM each other, we message each other, we email each other all the time. I had the opportunity to meet the owners, and you guys, they are such amazing gentlemen. Okay, such amazing gentlemen. They talk primarily about their clients, their customers, and customer service. They are big on customer service, you guys, which I can appreciate because I was a patient before I was a partner. So I definitely can appreciate. And then my husband and my daughter are patients. So I definitely, it definitely solidified me as a patient with them for sure. Amble is going in a great direction when it comes to providing compounded medications to their clientele and additives. You guys, they have so many things coming up. I cannot wait to share those things with you guys. So if you guys are being affected by insurance issues, prior authorization issues, shortage issues like me and my family, be welcome to click the link in my bio, and all of the information is there. One of the things I'm personally doing as a patient of Amble, because we know that sometimes things can get costly, and it's 3 of us in the household that is on compounded versions of these medications. So I order every other month, and I do branded every other month. I do that personally so that I can stockpile my boxes during the shortage, and then also so that I can save money as well. One thing that my daughter is doing, she's not doing her compounded injections every week. She does every 10 to 14 days. That helps her with her costs. It helps to offset, so that way she's not paying every single month for her meds. She is doing every other month. So that's and I'm just giving you guys some type of ideas of things that you can do if you're met with the shortage, and if it's and if we have like just to make it cost effective, because it has to be cost effective for us to be compliant, right? And in order for you to have resolve with obesity, resolve with cardiovascular disease, kidney disease, and fatty liver, you have to be consistent in taking your meds, and that means you have to be able to afford to get it. So I'm just trying to give you guys insight on things that you can do to kind of offset the price and make it cost effective for your pocket, because I'm gonna do what I have to do, and y'all gonna do what y'all have to do. But at the end of the day, I just want you guys to be working with, or have a company that's working for you. And again, I feel like Amble does that by providing competitive pricing for their compounded medications. I love the fact that they use 503A pharmacies, where you have one pharmacist that's going to make a prescription. They're going to make your medication for you based off your prescription. So the medication is limited to your script. It doesn't come from a batch. And then your medication is tested, and then it is sent to you. I love that. And I love the fact that you don't have to pay shipping fees. You don't have to pay subscription fees. You don't have to subscribe to anything. I tell y'all all the time, a lot of times when it comes to subscriptions, they'll package it up real pretty with nutrition consults and this consult and therapy for this and therapy for that, things that you're already paying for through your primary care physicians. That's the reason. I mean, it's y'all, and this is my personal opinion. Okay. When I was looking for a telehealth company, I was not looking for a telehealth company that was going to price gouge me for things that I already know that I pay for through my insurance. I just want my medicine. I just want to get my medicine. I want it to be convenient. I want to get it quick. And that's the service that they provide. You are paired with a obesity trained specialist, and when you receive that consultation, if you want B6 or B12 with your active ingredient, whether it's semaglutide or tirzepatide, let them know that. Otherwise, you're going to receive your medication the way that pharmacy makes it. Okay, so be very specific about that. If there are any additives you want, you guys, in your patient portal, that list is there for you guys. We now provide Zofran. For those of you who are familiar with the price point, if you are wanting to start on semaglutide, if this is your first time ordering, they will ask you to commit to 3 months. It's not a subscription, y'all. They're asking you to commit because, first of all, they want to do relationship building with you guys. They're going to send you 3 months worth of your medicine, but they will only charge you once a month until you're paid up. Okay, so when you get your prescriptions in the mail, make sure you are reading the directions, because it very clearly tells you what you take week 1 through 4, week 5 through 12, week 13 through 16, or whatever, however it says. It will specifically tell you how much of your MEDs to take to last you for those 3 months. And then every month after that, you will pay per month, you guys. And then once you finish that, then you'll be on the month-to-month basis. If you've already been on GLP-1 medications, and the doctors don't have to trend you or watch you because you've already taken it, you went through that phase with your doctors or whoever prescribed it to you before, then you'll be on the month-to-month. You would just order month-to-month, and then when it's time for you to renew, it'll let you know when it's time for you to do another visit. When it comes to your scripts, y'all, make sure y'all are reading y'all scripts very carefully and do not get it confused. Your concentration will come in milliliters, but your unit dose to give is gonna come in units. Your syringes are insulin syringes. These are the syringes with the orange tops, y'all. It's always gonna be an orange top. These come in units. It's either gonna be a 50 milligram syringe, or it's gonna be 100 milligrams. And they're not trying to trick you by the dosing. And what I mean by that, if you get a 100-unit syringe and your unit dose tells you to give 125, friend, that means you just have to use 2 syringes. 101, 25 units in the other. It's not a trick. Okay, it's not a trick. And if y'all have any questions, clinician related questions, please direct those questions to your patient portal. Do not ask me, or anyone else, because the only person that can answer clinician questions for y'all is a clinician, and that's coming from a nurse. First of all, it's a HIPAA violation, so it's some questions I can answer for y'all, and it's some questions I can't. If it have to do with your medicine unit, how you give it, how much you give, that's a clinician question. I cannot answer that for you, friends. I cannot. Now, can I help you understand what the directions say? Yes. But to tell you how many units to give, that is a clinician question. Do you know what pharmacy service, Georgia? Cashel, I don't, friend. I don't, baby. I don't know which one. And honestly, you can get a different pharmacy. It just depends on who's ready to dispense. Because again, like I said, Amble is a convenient, is a cost-effective and convenient service. And one of the convenience is getting your medications really quickly. So once the clinician reaches out to you and is dispatched, whichever pharmacy is ready to dispense, that's who's gonna feel it. So I'm not sure. I cannot wait for my order to come in. I can't wait either, Sue. I'm so excited for you. I'm so excited for you. Okay, thank you, Vaughn. Let me see if I have any other questions. Anything else that I can think of. So you guys, do not get your concentration mixed up with your unit dose. Take your time. I know you guys are very excited about starting your journeys, but read your directions very carefully. Okay, your concentration will come in milliliters, but it will specifically tell you how many units to give. Y'all, it's very clear. It's not set up to trick you. I think people just see, because if you're on 5 milligrams or you're on 10 milligrams, y'all look at that 10 milligrams in so many milliliters, y'all think that's the dose. No, that's the concentration, friends. Do you have to check in on your check-in day, or can you delay a week or 2 at the check-in day? Yes, LaShawn, you can delay as long as you want to, friend. But keep in mind, if you go over 3 weeks, they're going to want you to start over, because the medicine will be out of your system. And no clinician is going to start you at a high dose knowing that you have not had this medication in your system for over 3 weeks. So y'all keep that in mind too. Okay? Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind, okay? Tasha, thank you for the follow, friend. I appreciate that. Kathy, thank you for the follow. Who else? Someone else is in here. Ashley Nicole says, I joined Amble because of you. Friend, and how is your journey going, Ashley? Give me some details before I get off. So what is good for constipation? What is good for constipation? Mag Ox 7 is really good. I would say start with something like a stool softener. Incorporate stool softeners into your diet, something like a Miralax, something like a Senna. What else is there? You can do Benefiber. I do Benefiber, and I kind of slacked off on my Benefiber, but Benefiber and this Benefiber has prebiotic in it. Prebiotic introduces good bacteria into your gut because your gastric intestinal is slowed down. So this is a really good one. It's bulk forming though. So if you suffer with constipation, you don't want to take a bulk forming stool softener because it'll make it worse. Rhonda Mormon says, I appreciate learning from you. Thank you for being in the live, friend. LaShawn says, I still take ZEPBOUND. Would I upload a current prescription to be safe? They're just gonna ask you, friend, what dose you're on. Some clinicians will ask you for a picture of the script and some won't. So it just depends, friend. It just depends. Okay, my love. I didn't have to upload my script. To no telehealth company that I've ever been with. I've not had to do that. But I know that some will ask patients of that. It was so seamless and fast. I was approved Tuesday. Got my meds from Revive on Thursday. Boom. Y'all see? Y'all see how fast they work? So if you are out of town, I'm going to say this again because someone did this. If you are out of town, wait till you get home to order your MEDs unless you have someone at home to retrieve it. Because somebody ordered while they was out of town. They saw that it was delivered to the house, and when they got there, it was gone. Someone had taken their stuff. Somebody had taken it. And that's so unfortunate. I hate that. I hate that for them. Sue says she got approved on Saturday. Her package is on the way. Mama Linda says, so happy I was in the live today. Such good information. I'm telling you, honey, listen, whenever my followers have questions, I be having people on deck. Like, I'm like, okay, who can answer this PA question? Who can answer this provider question? Who can answer this resource question? And Kima is my resource go-to person, and my sister is my PA go-to person. I just educate y'all. I educate on comorbidities. I educate on side effects, all of the things, but I'm not that resourceful on that insurance stuff. Kima and my sister got that sold up. So make sure y'all are following both of them because they really are really great with that. When will I find out when my stuff will be shipped? So it will tell you sent to pharmacy. Your patient portal will say sent to pharmacy. Hey Toya, y'all, this is one Tanya, I'm sorry. This is one of my gems. Let me pin her. Everybody say hi to Tanya. Hey friend. Oh, let me see if I can pin it. God dog. Tanya, it don't want to let me pin you, friend. I don't know why. I like to highlight my gems. Oh, True Blue is in here too. Oh, it don't want to let me pin them. Vaughn, can you pin them? Hold on. It don't want to let me do it. Let me see if I touch on y'all picture. No. And Tanya, I just followed you back. True Blue, you always in here. I'm surprised. I'm surprised I wasn't following you, honey, but I'm following you now. Okay, there she go. Y'all, this is one of my gems. Y'all follow my gems. Y'all have to follow my gems. That's Tanya. Now let me see if it'll let me pin True Blue. There she go. These are my gems, y'all. So True Blue, you must have your page on private. You do. You have your page on private. That's why I'm not following you. Take that page off private, friends, so that we can follow one another. Miss Susan is asking, what is a gem? A gem is someone who's subscribed to my channel, friend. That means that whenever I'm on, they come on and they're like my super supporters. So that's like my friends. Okay, okay, love. I will give you. Yes, take your page off of private so I can follow you. So Rhonda Mormon says, I started following you from TikTok and you take Phenamine. When you ran out of that, take metformin. So no, I'm not telling you to take Phenamine. I'm saying back when I first started, which was in 2022, I didn't know anything about Contrave. I didn't know anything about Topamax. I didn't know anything about those things. I was just getting into GLP-1. So I would supplement my GLP-1 with Phentermine. But now, since I know better, I like to advise metformin, Contrave, or Topamax. The last resort would be Phentermine, because Phentermine has a palpitation response. It has that adverse effect that goes along with it. So I don't like to recommend it, but I know that it is still on the market. That's the only reason why I ever say it, because I know that it's on the market and I know that it's easy for some people to get. But if you have cardiovascular disease, it is an absolute no for Phentermine. Okay, let me see True Blue. There it goes. Let me see if it will let me now. Okay, now I got it, friend. So you can put it back on. You can put it back on private. You don't have to let nobody else in, friend. Okay, so does anybody have any last wrap up questions? Any last wrap up comments? Does anybody want to share their did anybody meet any goals that y'all want me to highlight? Rhonda's asking, so metformin is safer. Yes, metformin is safer, friend. But be careful with metformin, because metformin will drop your blood sugar. That's what it's designed to do. So you have to, if you take metformin, you have to make sure that you eat carbs. Not a lot of carbs, but just enough to sustain you, friend. And also, if you're gonna take metformin, I would also advise for you to be on a continuous glucose monitor. That way your phone can alert you about your blood sugars all day long. Okay, it is safer, but it will drop your blood sugar. You know, GLP-1s, they don't drop blood sugar because it's a hormone. It's designed to slow down delay gastric emptying. But metformin is designed to bring your blood sugars down. And a side effect of it is WL. Okay? So let's be clear on that one. Pricing for Tirzepatide. So Tia, if you want to try Tirzepatide and you start at 2.5 or 5 milligrams, that would cost $299 per month. And then all the other doses, 7.5 and up, are $379 per month. You know that Tirzepatide is going to cost more. I don't care who you get it with, but Amble has the most competitive pricing because you're not paying for shipping, physician fees, or subscriptions. And the reason why Tirzepatide will always cost more is because it has GLP-1 and GIP component. Y'all, Letty Wilson says she finally, oh, it went away. Hold on, let me find it because I gotta highlight this. Letty says, I finally broke my 1.5 month stall. She says she increased her protein and calories, and she's celebrating that, y'all. Congratulations, friend. Congratulations. Allie is saying, check your pharmacies for name brand, you guys. She says she picked up 3 boxes of MOUNJARO 12.5 yesterday. Congratulations to you, Allie. Did y'all hear that? So Mama Glenda says, maybe that's why my blood sugar is dropping. They put me on Jardiance. Yes, friend. Jardiance is another diabetic medication that will drop your blood sugar. So if you're not diabetic and you're using Jardiance to supplement your GLP-1, it will drop your blood sugar, friend. Okay. Andrea is saying, do you get motion sickness or nausea when you're in the car? I've been on Tirzepatide for 11 weeks. No, friend, not usually, but if I'm having a nausea episode, like if I'm dealing with nausea secondary to my GLP-1, I will, but not like on a daily basis, if that makes sense. I'm getting ready to start my journey, y'all. This is applesauce. I'm getting ready to start my journey. I'm so unhappy with this weight, high blood pressure, and cholesterol. Okay, so, friend, first of all, congratulations to acknowledging that you have issues that you are ready to resolve. So congratulations on that. I'm so happy for you, friend. Please stay closely connected to the community. DM me, friend, when you start so that I can help coach you and keep you inspired and give you the tools that you need, friend, so that you can be successful. And then also, friend, make sure that you follow me on YouTube. I have so many videos, friend, that educates you on side effects that you may be presented with, and also things that tools that you can use along your journey, as far as like if you go into a stall, how to come out of them, stuff like that, friend. So make sure you're following me, and congratulations. I'm so happy for you, friend. I'm so happy for you. DC Nadine says everybody is saying congratulations. Oh, Mama Glenda, you're diabetic. Okay, well then also, then you know that Jardiance will drop your blood sugar. Look, Darium is singing the Jardiance jingle. Oh my gosh, that is too funny. That is too funny. Okay, let me see. Do we have anybody else? So Andrea says she's down 28 pounds in 11 weeks on Tirzepatide. Boom. True Blue says, FYI, you can get a glucose monitoring, continuous glucose monitoring through the manufacturer like Dexcom or Freestyle. Did y'all see that? Did y'all see that? You can get a continuous glucose monitoring system through the manufacturer like Dexcom or Freestyle. True Blue, can they DM you for the for the deets? Nikki Blake says Wichita Falls, Texas has MOUNJARO doses, the CVS, Walgreens, Sam's, and Walmart, you guys. She says, okay. She's also, hold on, let me pin, because my friend is she's still educating y'all. She says, that's a free sensor. Your clinician will need to send a script for it. She's saying, y'all. You welcome, friend. Mama Glenda is announcing that Costco told her that she can no longer get a 90-day supply with them, even though she had been getting it from them for a year, y'all. Did y'all hear that? That's Costco. So D is asking for, she says, to the lady who broke her stall, what did you do to break your stall? She wants to know. And True Blue says y'all can DM her and she will be happy to email y'all the link to get y'all's Dexcom or Libre. Darium, are you on TikTok? True Blue is in here. She's saying that y'all can DM her so that y'all can get a free CGM. Are you in the are you just on YouTube? What is a stall? Rhonda is asking, what is a stall? A stall is when you go a couple weeks and you don't see any pounds down. But a true stall is considered 3 to 4 weeks, because stalls are normal, y'all. Stalls are normal. But things that you can do to break your stall, you can do like intermittent fasting, where you are fasting for 16 hours and then eating for 8. That rests the belly and it helps boost metabolism. So it gives you a metabolism spike. That's the one I like to recommend people do. It helps me for sure. Mama Glenda says she don't need that. She get her CGM for free. That's not how you said it, huh, friend? That's how I heard it. She says, thank God I get my CGM for free. But what I heard was, I don't need that. I get mine for free. Oh, that was funny to myself. That was funny to me. But y'all see the resource. True Blue is the hookup for the CGMs, y'all. That is funny. Okay, you guys, on YouTube, I'm gonna end the live, y'all. I'm gonna put all the links in the description. Give me about 30 minutes, and the links for Amble is gonna be in the description, y'all. If y'all have any family member that is dealing with issues with diabetes, cardiovascular disease, fatty liver, please send them my information so that they can monitor my content, especially on YouTube. I teach more on YouTube than TikTok because TikTok is a little bit funny. I'm about to start doing more education on those diagnoses. Specifically, anything that's related to GLP-1, I'm going to be specifically putting educational content out for those things. So please send them my way. And then also, if you have a family member that's dealing with prior authorization issues, send them my sister's information. If you guys are looking for resources, make sure y'all get in touch with Kima. Y'all, this is what they do. I just educate. But I love to bring it to y'all because I know that we need everything. In this community, we need to touch on everything. We need our insurance to be working for us. We need our PAs to be approved. We need, if we are falling victim to shortages and all of the things, we need a really good telehealth company. Y'all know that, again, I support Amble. I'm a partner of Amble. I use Amble. I'm a patient. My family is a patient. My mother, my sister, my husband, my daughter, all of my friends, and my followers as well. So the links are in my bio. If y'all have anybody that is dealing with any issues like that, any problems getting their medications and they just don't know what to do, or if they are battling their insurance companies, y'all send them the information for Amble so that at the very least they can have compounded medications working for them that is cost effective. They're not getting price gouged. They're getting a pharmacy that's dealing with just their script and it's not batched out, and all of the things. So please send them my information, you guys. Mama Glenda says Optum RX says they don't know when they will receive any GLP-1 medications. So that is it's a problem. It's a problem, friend, but it's okay because we have options. We have options. Anybody who have not checked their formularies, I've told y'all, and so did what's her name? Weight Doc. I can't think of her whole thing, but the Weight Doc young lady that comes, Gail, Weight Doc Gail, is something like that, y'all. She made a video about y'all's formularies changing. I talked to y'all about y'all's formularies changing. Y'all have to check y'all formularies. Y'all will be surprised at what they cover and they don't cover now. So don't ever forget about checking your formularies. Don't ever forget about pursuing your insurance companies. Don't forget about if you got a denial on your PAs, do it again in a month or two because you never know. And do not forget, if you are having issues and all of that you can go over to Amble, and Amble will service you guys in the most cost-effective way, and they have the best customer service. Okay, so I'm gonna end the live on YouTube. You guys be looking for the stuff in the description in about 30 minutes. You guys